everyone, I'm Maria. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I hope you had a good weekend. So today's speed build is of a cottage for 1 or 2 sims, inspired by, I guess, fairy tales and storybooks, that sort of thing. So it's a cute little kind of fairy tale cottage. I wanted to build something with these wall pieces. I think they're in the debug menu, but they're also a fence piece. And I wanted to build something really cute, so this is what I came up with. So I really had trouble with the layout for this. I think I tried 4 or 5 different layouts before I came up with this one. I had a look on Pinterest and Google Images and some other places, and I really wanted to avoid copying an image, so I was more looking for images to kind of, I guess, take inspiration from, but at the same time avoid the building looking exactly the same. So this is kind of how I had it in my mind, so this is what we went with. I liked the shape of the roof on this one, where it's kind of I don't know how to word it, like it bends slightly in the middle. I think it's really cool, and I really wanted to use this stone archway. So I'm just adding some windows now. I don't add that many. I think I only have 4 windows in total on this one, and it took me a pretty long time to figure out the wall paint for the outside, but this is what we go with. And I use the get together mailbox because it's really cool. I also put this is it a wind turbine on the back, because the sim that I created to live in this build, she's a gardener. She likes to be outside, but she's also very eco-friendly. So I think the trait I gave her was green fiend or something, green something, I don't know. But she likes to contribute to having a good environment and things. So this is definitely suitable for her. So I add quite a lot of greenery and things to the outside of the house. The surrounding kind of garden area all around the house is like 99% debug landscaping, because if I had used like the normal catalog landscaping, then it would have been incredibly expensive. Because I literally cover every square of space inside the fence area. I don't really do that much on the outside. I add a little bit of terrain painting, but not too much. So if you wanted to add anything, if you choose to download it, then there's some space outside the fencing. So I'm just carrying on with all of these like ivy plants, I think they are, and I use them everywhere, and quite a lot of I think they're vampire ones, not like these ones here, not the I don't know what they are, like the vines, but they don't have any leaves on. I use these ones, and I think they look really good. So I had a little bit of trouble playtesting this build, and I really couldn't figure out. It took me like an extra hour to try and figure out what was going on, and I realized that the corners of the fencing, the debug corners, they're on like a square like grid, and the corner of the grid was blocking the bathroom in the back and the front door in this front corner. So I had to expand it a little bit after I had finished the video. So if you want to download it, then it will look slightly different, but not really too much to notice. It's just that the outside is a little bit bigger, and there's a little bit more landscaping to kind of fill in the gaps. So it's not too bad. But yeah, it's very small. It is okay for 2 Sims. You can get to the double bed if you have the move over, it's a slide option. I don't have that in my game for some reason, but some people do. So if you have that, then you will be able to use both sides of the bed. And I recently saw a picture on Facebook, and then I think it was shared on Twitter, of when you put the dishwasher under the counter and you size the dishwasher right down, and then you can put things under the counters. I've tried that before and it's worked fine, but since I can only assume it's the update, but since the update, I can't do that now. The decorative feature works, but my sim wouldn't use the countertop for some reason. And the same with the you used to put the armchairs in chairs and sofas to kind of create a cushion look. I've done it loads of times before, and for some reason when I tried to do it this time, my sim wouldn't sit in the chair, and it didn't matter where I moved it, what I did with it, she wouldn't sit in the chair. So, and that's since the update, so I can only assume that that's an issue, but it's fine, we just deleted the little cushion and she can sit in it perfectly fine now. So, still continuing with landscaping, I add a washing line, clothes hanger thing out here, and not the washing machine, the the tub, the tub that they do their washing in. I add that out here with the rest of the plant pots and the scarecrow. So I really like these. Are they mushrooms or toadstools? I think they're mushrooms. I really like them, and I've been using them quite a lot. So I think they're really cool. And these too. I think I used them in my last build, and they do hover slightly above the ground, which is kind of annoying, but you don't really notice that badly, so I just think they're pretty, so I've included them. And these stones again, I think I use them every single build, but it took me a pretty long time to figure out the bit that I wanted beyond the fence, so the gate, sorry. So I did have to cut that bit out, but I think it looks really good in the end. So there's my scarecrow and all of my plant pots. My sim has added some vegetables and some fruits and things to those planter pots, so hopefully they will transfer through the gallery, but if they don't, then never mind. So there's a little bike there, and now I'm just doing some terrain painting. I pretty much cover everything in this soil color, and then I put some different I guess they're like grass colors, I think, with the flowers on, because these ones here, I use those first 3 and a little bit of kind of the lighter color that matches the rest, because most grass isn't just one kind of blong it's not a blocky color. There's lots of different types of grasses within it, so that's what I've done that. So now we're going inside. I'm just about to do the kitchen after I've done all the wall paint. So I changed the bedroom wall paint several times. I couldn't figure out what looked good and what didn't, and everything that I tried just looked strange to me. Like, it didn't match the floor, and I didn't want to change the floor. And the dark colours kind of made it feel very enclosed and very small. But then when I tried the lighter colours, it didn't match properly and it looked a bit strange. So we do end up changing it again a bit later. So I changed these cabinets to the blue one, I think, to match the tiled floor, to match the wall tiles. I couldn't decide on how I wanted this kitchen laid out, so that's how I leave it in the end. And when I tried to do the counter thing, it's the one next to the fridge, so I don't include it, but when I kind of go to furnish the living room area, you kind of can see it in the corner. So just doing the curtains, and it's kind of at this point that I realized that the wall paint just wasn't working, but I didn't really know what to do with it, so I left it until I started furnishing the bedroom. So just adding some decorative pieces to the kitchen. I do add quite a lot in the corner, but that's fine because they can use this countertop here. So I put some shelves on the wall next to the fridge, and whilst I was playtesting it and trying to figure out why my sim couldn't use that counter with the sized down dishwasher underneath, I ended up deleting the bottom shelf, and I think it ended up looking better without it there. So just add a kettle to the kitchen. I really wish that we had like actual kettles, even just decorative, but not looking like that, like most people have, you know, the kettles on the electric stands, and I think they would look a lot better than just that one that we have. So that second shelf underneath is the one that I end up deleting, and I wasn't sure whether they'd still be able to use it. They should be able to use it with the shelf there, but once I had deleted it, I thought it looked a lot better. So just adding a little, I think I added a dog ornament up on the top shelf, and I really liked this I don't know what it's called, the book thing that I thought it looked a bit like a cookbook. I really wanted the swatch that came with like a heart. I think it's like a medical diagram of a heart, but I didn't think that looked good in the kitchen, so we went with this swatch instead. So just doing the lounge area now and the dining rooms. It's very squishy in here, but I think it looks good, and she can use it. She my sim my sim could use everything. I made sure that everything was play tested properly because it's so tiny, you never really know. So you kind of, well, I've done it in the past where I've kind of play tested the important things and not really paid attention to some of the other things, but I made sure to do it properly this time. So you can kind of see what I tried to do in the kitchen underneath that counter. I think I put a bin and a cleaning bucket and some other bits and pieces, but for whatever reason they blocked my sim from using the counter, which is a bit strange. So I end up just deleting it all and just leaving the normal counter there. So I really like using this stone piece underneath fireplaces. Normally I would use like a stone floor paint, and then use the little fence thing that I've used to separate the kitchen and the lounge room around it to give it like a stone base under the fireplace. But since I found those, I think they're in the rug section, I use those a lot more because I think they look a lot more natural maybe than kind of a, you know, stone flooring that's made by me. So yeah, I think that one looks a lot better. So just add a couple of bits and pieces. This is the cushion effect that I was talking about. For whatever reason, my sim couldn't sit in that chair with that cushion there, which is really annoying, but never mind. So adding some bits to the dining table, and the little table I've put next to the armchair I've sized down, because I seem to think that the coffee tables and the side tables are way too big in this game, and they definitely look a lot better when they're sized down a little bit. So you use the red shelf to put some of those things on that table. So I'm just adding some more things to the kitchen, and then we go back to the table in a second. So I like these hanging plants. I don't really use them enough, I don't think. But I really enjoy them. So put 2 in. And when I tried to find the like the watering can and the other bits that are on the that come in the I don't remember what it's called now. It's a decorative item that you can put in the garden. That's got like a watering can and like a fertilizer spray thing. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I end up putting the debug ones out there. But you know, that's fine. So add some more things to this corner unit, which I really love this corner unit. I use it as often as I can. And some magazines. I wanted to put the blanket box down there, or the blanket basket down there, but the only place that I could find to put it was in front of the fireplace, and that kind of seemed a bit strange to me. Like, surely it would catch fire if you put blankets right next to a fireplace. I don't know. So yeah, there's lots and lots of plants inside as well as outside on this build, because you can never have too many plants. I really like them. So this is the point that I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with this bathroom, and normally I would have cut the bathroom out of the speed build, because like I've said before, I don't enjoy doing them. I don't mind watching them, but they're not my favorite thing. I prefer watching kitchens and landscaping. So normally I cut them out of my speed builds, but I figured, you know, first time for everything, I'll leave them in. And so you can see kind of what my bathrooms look like. Most of them look the same. So there's the wash tub thing. I don't know what it's called. And that broom that was lying on the ground. Right at the end, I use the tool mod to stand it upright, and I lean it against the door frame. And I think that looks really cool. So just add some decorative pieces to the bathroom, and there's the blanket box that I move around quite a bit because I couldn't figure out where I wanted it, and I thought there looked best, but it didn't make sense practically, so we end up just putting it there. So I don't add too much, I don't think, to this bathroom. I add the like the cotton bud box and just that little basket of things on the side there, and then I think that's it. I think I add a rug later, but that's about it. So now we're on to the bedroom, and I think I add the bed and then change the wall paint, I believe. I really liked this bed. I use this bed all the time. So I probably should start using a different bed because this is my favorite one to use, and I've probably overused it now. But I think it looks okay. I think it looks good in here. I'm not sure if it matches the curtains maybe, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So I couldn't find a rug that I wanted in here. I wanted one that had like leaves on it and looked very natural, or not natural, but naturey is what I meant. But I couldn't find one that would fitted, like the size wasn't right. So I just go with a square one, and I put this flower vase next to the bed because I end up putting a different plant in that corner. And yeah, this is the point that I didn't know what to do with the wall paint, because I wanted that painting, but the like wallpaper just didn't match, so we end up just changing that out a little bit and adding some more decorative features to the bedroom. And this is the plant that I go with, and then move that to the other side. So, and then I really liked doing this. It was a bit of a struggle because I had to do it from outside, but I add some things to this windowsill which I think looks really nice, as you'll see in the screenshots at the end. So we're almost done now, so I just want to say thank you, and if you would like to download this, it's on the gallery under REFA. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.